Hello, sweeties! Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. I flicked my thing onto the screen real quick. Mario was like, yeah! It's time to go. Oh man, in the last video, we took out 3 bosses, one of whom was the Bows. It was our first confrontation with him. We beat his butt, but unfortunately didn't save Peach or anything like that. Sure, we'll be seeing him again. But beating Bows netted us a Grand Star, and we were able to power up more of the Comet Observatory. Let's take a look at it before we go on with what we're gonna do today. This little Luma says the lights are back on, and certainly enough, they are. This couch is the comfiest. It does look really comfy. It looks like a place, I think if I were stranded out here on the Comet Observatory and I just had to kind of float through space forever, I'd probably spend a lot of my time just chilling right here on the couch. Maybe reading a book, maybe just sleeping or relaxing, looking out at the stars. Let's look at those stars. Stars in their multitudes, scarce to be counted, filling the darkness. That's not darkness. Look at that lens flare. Oh snap, I didn't even realize about that. I didn't even realize about that. English. Hello, did you get Mama to read to you from her storybook? Mom, oh. No, I didn't. We may find out more about that in the coming videos. Mama's library is in here. So this is the library. We obviously can't go through it yet. There's and try as Mario might, he can't budge whatever kind of door this is. But maybe that'll open up for us soon. It's something new that we just accessed. This Luma says the bedroom is in the back and the kitchen is off to the right. So the kitchen is actually right here, thanks to that guy telling us we know. Also, I just knew. This is the kitchen. It's our next dome. It's the next one that's open to us. But as for right now, I don't think we're gonna go there quite yet. To get to the upper level, you will need to collect more power stars. Okay, so we could see there was kind of an upper level up here. I'm sure you have noticed that before. But apparently we're gonna be going there at some point. Maybe there'll be a dome or two up there. Got a secret, but I'm not telling. Ooh, I wonder what it is. This is the bedroom. This is the next dome we'll be unlocking, actually. And then we got a little spot here that lets you kind of view the whole observatory. As you can see, there is a couple things up here, it looks like. There's like a weird little house over there. We'll figure out what that is at some point. But yeah, that's that for new stuff around these parts. The only other new thing I kind of want to make note of is just look around at the observatory in general and keep your ears open as well, because our music here has actually changed. It's the same melody, but the instrumentation is all a little fuller. It feels a little more lively. There's like I really like this version of the song. It starts actually right after you get the Grand Star from the fountain. So it's a little different than the original bare bones version we had before. It's got like more strings. There's like a cello in this one, kind of just humming along in the background, which I think is really nice. It's good. And we got these Lumas like kind of just frolicking, having a good time, flying around the ship. Everything just looks so much more lively and happy, or happier than it was when we first got here. And I love that. I just want to create a big old party in space with everybody. But it's time to get to work. I've wasted enough of your time just wandering aimlessly and talking about music. We're gonna feed this hungry Luma. So much so that he'll burst with snacky happiness. Let's give him 4 hundo. That's a lot, man. You should cut that down at least. Give yourself like a 3 hundo per day limit. And work there. You know, you gotta set small goals. You can't change the world in one night. What? Alright. Off we go to, did it say the Sling Pod Galaxy? It did. A very sticky situation. I already don't like the sound of this. But I guess we're gonna check it out. Looks like we got more of our little Sling Pod game mechanic stuff that was featured in the Tarantox mission. And I love that, this camera angle right there. They use that a couple times throughout the game, where Mario sort of comes in, and at first you're kind of just like, what am I looking at here? And then you realize it's Mario. He's flying straight forward towards the camera. It's cool. I enjoy it. Oh, give me that star bit. I feel like an oversight they made here is that you can easily get like all the star bits in this level before you even start these sling pod things. But whatever. It's just star bits. It's not anything huge. I actually, in the past, have had a little bit of trouble with this galaxy. It's definitely pretty challenging, in that if you are, the sling pods are fairly forgiving as to where exactly you need to land to clutch onto the next one, but there's definitely like not very much room for error. So a lot of the time, you'll think you're on the right trajectory, and you'll be just a little bit off, and there's no ground or anything beneath our feet, so we just go flying right into the abyss. I think the game designers realize that, and that's why there's so many abundant star bits in this level and an extra life, as you just saw there. Whoa! But still, it can get kind of tough and a little frustrating, because if you mess up, you got to do it all again. We're gonna get that. Some more star bits, and see, we can just get all these. Just use those life hack strats. That's a term I hate. Life hack. It's just like, who even says hacking nowadays? It's such like a early 2000s term. It always makes me think of Cowboy Bebop. See, there's another one up. We're already up to 9 lives, and the lives reset every time you turn the game back on. So it's like, dang, man. I'm living. I got 9 lives like a cat. Now I don't have any more lives like a cat. Well, I do. I have... Oh no! See what I mean? Like, it looks like I was kind of on par there. Like I was kind of on the right path, and I wasn't at all. What I think would be really beneficial in this stage is if there was an arrow out front of your sling pod, as opposed to just like... There is like a little line thing here in the back that you can kind of use to line your shot up. But if there was an arrow in the front, I think that would really be helpful. I guess we don't even have to... I don't think we even have to go for that one up if we don't want to. Yeah, there we go. Alright, can we do it this time? I like this little galaxy, though. It's challenging. It provides a nice little puzzle. Not too hard, though, because we got ourselves a stair. Wait a minute. Something not right about that. Oh well. That was dumb. Oh, Roro! Do you have something to say? Looks like you do. Lay it on me, Ro. Well, let me deny the option to save first, and then lay it on me, Ro. Oh, Rosalina's library is opened. Now we can read the storybook. So I guess it brought us out here to show us that. Do you have something to say about it? No. Alright, so, do I want to show off Rosalina's library? I know a lot of... The thing is, in the library, you have to continuously go back there, because it sort of opens up more as you progress through the game. And I know I've seen a lot of LPs who save everything in Rosalina's library and in the storybook for one big chunk at the end of the game or something. And I've sort of juggled that idea, but I don't know. Something about it also makes me kind of want to go through it page by page, if you will, as it's a book. Though I'm sure if you haven't played this game, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, maybe we'll hop in there at the end of the episode. For now, though, we're heading back to Tarantox's Tangled Webs, because if you remember, in the last episode, we came here, and there was a hungry Luma, but because I'm a crazy person and I like to have parallels drawn, I was so into boss fights last video that I neglected to even do this stuff. So we have a hungry Luma to feed here in this galaxy, and today it's time to give him a snack. I'm going around feeding everybody today. How many star bits do you want? Feed me 50. That's a lot. Oh well. There's a ton of star bits down in this little globe thing, so we can probably pretty quickly rally them up. I know we got these things which have a ton of star bits in them. We can get a little bit from this Goomba here. Knock him on his head. Here's some more. How many is that? 45. Alright, Alright, so we need like one more of those. Or a couple more errant Goombas. Oh, there's a thing up there. I might as well just stay down here though. There's almost enough. Something else. There we go. Starbits in the flowers. How lovely. Alright, so get me out of here. It's stuffy. I don't like it. I can't breathe the fresh air of space. That fresh space air! What am I gonna do without it? Alright, where's our friend here? There he is. Alright, buddy, I'm back. Back from the grocery store. Here you go. Eat up. Transform! And this guy is this hungry Luma has always sort of been like a knife in the wound to me. As you can see, he transforms into the head of one of Mario's beloved pals, Yoshi. Unfortunately, this is the only appearance that Yoshi will be making in any way in this game. He's not implemented in the Mario Galaxy games until this game's sequel. And I think that's really a bummer. I always think Yoshi adds so much to the Mario experience. And though I think there are some games where it's wise that he's not included, possibly this one, just because they were going with such a new direction. Maybe I can see why he wasn't implemented right away, but I don't know. There's just something about Yoshi that's just great. And he's not in the game. But he does have this fun little planetoid thing in the shape of his likeness. I always like to see how many Goombas I can kind of rack up in this. I think once you pass 8, like you could see me do there, you get a life. And then every stomp on a Goomba you get after that, you get another life. So I could have farmed a lot of lives here. Or at least a respectable amount. But not good enough. I find jumping on the heads of enemies in the 3D Mario games is always... There's just always a better way to beat enemies in this than jumping on their heads. There was in Mario 64, because you had the slide and the punch and stuff. And there is in this game too. It's the spin. Just because the depth is a little weird, I guess. Should we do this now? I think I might save these comets, actually. I think we are going to... What's our time? 12 minutes? That's nothing. I think we're gonna do our first star in the kitchen. So let's follow these two little Lumas. What are they playing, like butt tag? That's not a game. I'm sure that's not, in fact, what they're playing. Oh, you lost your friend, buddy. Where did he go? And now you stopped. Did he get tired? Oh, look how cute. He's like, oh, sorry for bumping into you. It's okay, I lost my other friend. You want to come along? Okay, bye. That's probably what they were saying. I'm being weird tonight. I don't know what's going on. Speaking of Mario 64, I was actually just playing that game. It got released today on the eShop, or on the Wii U Virtual Console, or Wii U eShop, and I already had that on Wii, so it only cost me $2 to move it over. I was like, yeah, I want that. So I spent a little time playing it. Oh, Polari's already discovered the enemy base. You've done such a good job, man. Hasn't anything to do with me just tearing through this game. Oh, there is one galaxy, though, that apparently we don't have enough stars yet for in this dome. Let's start opening them up, though. We have the Beach Bowl Galaxy, which we're not going to go to today, because I'm just not ready to talk about this one yet. You'll see what I mean in a future episode. We got the Ghostly Galaxy. I like that one a lot. That one's cool. We've got the Bubble Breeze Galaxy. Ooh, sounds easy breezy beautiful. And I guess we can open up the Boss Galaxy, even though it's kind of anticlimactic. It's Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. So another Bowser Jr. Fight. So let's see. I think we probably have time to tackle this Bubble Breeze one, and this one's fun. So yeah, we'll do this. Maybe we'll do this, and then we'll go see what Rosalina's library has in store, and that'll be the end for this episode. Through the Poison Swamp. And it certainly looks like a poisonous swamp. And there's our very adept explorers, the Toad Brigade. Looks like they've gotten themselves into another fancy pickle. Let's talk to a mining toad over here. Glorious starship, the star shroom. It crashed. Dude, there's like a million of these in the galaxy. They're everywhere. You could very easily get another one. Glass is toad. This is a poisonous swamp. If you fall in there, you're done for. Watch yourself in the poisonous swamp. Okay. Where's yellow? Isn't there a yellow? If he, maybe he was just crushed upon impact. That's pretty morbid. Can I destroy the star shroom? No, unfortunately. Guess we gotta talk to Cap. The wind sure is strong here, eh? What are you? Oh, I guess he is Canadian if he's Captain Toadenspack. Don't you think it'd be awesome if you could ride that there wind, there boy? I think it would be awesome, there boy. Maybe we can find a way to do it. Anything over here? So there's oh, there's yellow, and there's the purple one too. I don't want to fall in. This guy's got something to say. Ow, I think I broke my bubble bone. I don't even know what, I don't even want to know what bone that is. And who's this? Before you ride any bubbles, let yours truly, Philboard, bend your ear for a sec. So I guess this guy must be related to Billboard. I don't know how a Billboard can have a brother, but, you know, it's Mario. You can move around in your bubble by holding down A, but do it while your pointer is blowing on the bubble. If you go too far, use it to blow to the other side. Alright, so that doesn't really make sense, but once we get in here, we can sort of more easily see what's going on. In this little mini game, another fun little use of the motion controls, we can use this sort of little fan function of our pointer to blow Mario in his bubble through a little obstacle course filled with death and other fun such things as that. I really like this little mechanic. It's not, I think it's only used but once more in the game, which is kind of a shame because it is fun. Unless there's something else I'm thinking of. Maybe it's used again. I'm just not really remembering it quite correctly. But for now, I guess we just gotta find ourselves a star in this poisonous bog. Looks like we're building up to a launch star here. I don't know, I always like things like this that are kind of precision-based. That, maybe it stems from, like, I played a lot of the Flash game Helicopter when I was a kid. I'm sure, or not a kid, but more of like a preteen. I'm sure if you were like like ages like 6 through maybe like 15 in like 2002, 2003, you know what Helicopter is. I don't know. I like things that you gotta kind of like tap and like adjust on. You know what I mean? Maybe you know what I mean. But the Flash game Helicopter was kind of like that, and this is like that too. I'm trying to think of other things in games that have a similarly designed. Oh, maybe the rocket barrel sections in Donkey Kong Country Returns are kind of like that. I don't know. I know a lot of people complain about those parts of the game, but like even I like those, or I even like those. Because they just have sort of the same feel. Look at all these star bits. I bet this would have made something cool if I hadn't greedily just collected them all before they were done, like, splaying out. Did anyone catch what that was supposed to be? Because I sure didn't. Just more coins. Coins aren't necessary, though, game. I don't want these. I want star bits. Coins won't be necessary until the sequel. And God knows when I'm gonna... Maybe in 2025 I'll let's play that. Alright. Well, we got more stuff down here. I think we want to step on this button. Let's step on the button. You can ground pound to get yourself out of the bubble. What could this possibly say? East path for experts only, or south shortcut? Okay. I want to take the east path. I'm guessing that must be this one. I don't know what's more east than over here. From a top-down perspective, east would just be right. Okay, I thought I was stuck. I thought, what? Was that the path? Just getting those coins? That was kind of a bummer. Do I even dare going for that one-up? I'm sure you've already guessed, but one hit from these spiky bomb things will just completely pop the bubble. So you do have to have some patience. Ooh, some patience in doing this. There's some stuff over here. Whoa, I don't know if I want to step on those. This could be called snack dies immediately. All that's over there is coins. I don't want that. I have lives. I don't need coins. Give me the star. Look at that sky. That's pretty wild. It looks nice with the purpley swamp though. Purple and like a deep red. Kind of reminds me of Spyro actually. Like Clifftown or something. I shouldn't have opened that boss galaxy because now we're going to be hearing this like sinister music the entire time we're in the kitchen. And that's no music to be played in the kitchen. You should be playing like 80s female power ballads in the kitchen while you're doing your cooking. Like some I was going to say Celine. Like Celine Dion. I don't know. Now that you know, Stag likes to listen to Celine Dion in the kitchen. Alright, this is I guess this is the library, and it looks like Rosalina is going to read us a story. Let us begin. So, this is a really interesting part of the game, and I think I'm going to hold my final thoughts on it until we're at the very end. I will say, this is actually one of my favorite aspects about Mario Galaxy, and it's something that, when I first played this game, really caught me off guard. And I really don't think the game would be the same without this inclusion of this little story that Rosalina will read to us. So I've decided that we're gonna do this as it comes instead of just all in one sitting. So if you need a refresher for the story, maybe you'll have to look back through these episodes or something. I don't know. But I just feel like this is the way I want to do it. So we're gonna start reading. This is Chapter 1, The Celestial Duo. Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child. I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, "If we stay here looking for much longer, I'll be an old lady soon." But then she had an idea. Why don't we go up there and find your mother ourselves? The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began. Chapter 2, Starbits. Days passed with no sight of the comet, or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. If I hadn't known it was going to... Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she had packed all the essentials. Telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea. But... I forgot to bring water! At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. As long as I have Starbits, I'll be fine, said Luma. Want some? The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. Alright, maybe just a nibble. Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect Starbits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The Starbits tasted like honey. Should do it for today. And that's all for today. And I think that should do it for today's episode. So take what you will out of Rosalina's story here. We actually can open the book and reread some of the chapters that have already gone past. Like I was saying before, the chapters of this story will fill in as we do more in the game, and those, I think some people might prefer for the story to be saved all for one video. I kind of like it as it progresses, as we do the rest of the game. It makes it feel more like an integral part of the game, which, as I already stated, it's my belief that it is. So that's how we're gonna do this. But the gist of that story is there was a little girl who met a Luma. The Luma wanted to look for its mother, so the little girl went into space to look for the mother with it. But yes, so thanks for watching, guys. Kind of a weird way to end the episode, but that's how we did it. In the next one, we will go back here to the kitchen and take on some more of those new galaxies that we opened up this time. Until then, I've been Snack Attack 8. See you in the next video. Later.